All right, what is up, everybody? It is Tuesday. We have our last track workout for the New York City Marathon. So this is it. After today, it's just going to be some pretty much easy runs the rest of the week, and then the Shakeout run. We are going to be doing 2 threshold miles, so it's going to be a warm-up of a mile, 1 mile at threshold, which for me is going to be, it's supposed to be 8:27, if I'm still looking at a target of, just under 4 hours for the New York City Marathon this year. So we're going to try and do, 1 mile at 8:27, take a good 2 minutes of rest, and then do a second threshold mile. We're just warming up now, but stay tuned. I'm going to go over some of the group runs that are going to be available in New York City if you're going to be there for the marathon. So the goal for that workout is really just to keep the legs moving, to keep them awake. I was around 8:17 per each mile, so all signs are pointing in the right direction, but that's just a quick recap on what we did on our run today. So the main point of today's video is to actually share with you a lot of the group runs that are going on in New York City around the New York City Marathon. Whether you're running or not, you have the opportunity to join these groups, and I'm going to talk about the ones that are open to the public for the most part. Just to get a run in, whether you, like I said, if you're running or not, you may just want to have a group to run with. Maybe you're with friends or family that are traveling to New York City to run, and you have the opportunities to just get out and run even more than maybe your runners who are running the race can do. This is just going to be a schedule of all the things that I've found going on around the city that you can join in on. And if you're running the marathon and you plan on doing your Shakeout run, these are the opportunities to do that with a group of people that are probably going to be running the marathon as well. You can connect with people, sharing the excitement around the events going on in the city. So that's what I want to share with you today. So the first run that I found that you should be able to get to if you're watching this video early, it's actually going to be today at 6 p.m., today, Wednesday, November 3rd, but you may have a chance to jump over there and get a run in. This is going to be the As Is New York City and Hoka collab run, basically. So this is going to be a run where you have an opportunity to try out the Bondi X, and just again go out for a group run with other runners in New York City that may be here already for the New York City Marathon, or if you just want to go for a run, try out the Bondi X, anything like that, you're allowed to join this run. This run is going to be at 734 10th Avenue at the As Is New York City store. It's not somewhere that I've ever been, but again, it's going to be hosted in collaboration with Hoka, so it should be pretty good, and there should be a good number of people that join. So on November 4th, on that Thursday, Hoka is also going to be hosting a 6 p.m. group run, this time from the Jackrabbit store at Columbus Circle. This is a running store that's always open in New York City. A lot of running clubs and things do leave from there. Probably going to be a run out into Central Park. They have some lockers and things like that, but this time Hoka is going to be working with them and also actually sending out Steph Bruce and Kellen Taylor, so 2 other Hoka pro athletes that you'll get a chance to meet if you join them, listen to them talk, and probably get to go for a run for them as well in Central Park. So that's an option for you, again, at Columbus Circle at the Jackrabbit store on Thursday, November 4th at 6 p.m. And you'll also have a chance, if you go to that, whether you're running the marathon or not, to try out the Hoka Bondi X. So I believe they're going to be demoing that shoe, and it's generally going to be open to anybody. You can probably run in it on the group run or just check it out if you haven't had a chance to see it. So then on Friday, the next group run that I know of is going to be the Seth James Damore Global Running group run. He has a YouTube channel and does a whole bunch of other stuff with the running community. So they are going to be hosting a group run at 10 a.m. on Friday. So that run is going to start at the basketball courts at the Great Lawn, or the north end of the Great Lawn in Central Park. And it's going to be a 3-mile run around the reservoir, just north of there, probably 2 laps to equal the 3 miles or so. And that reservoir is also very close to the entrance at 91st Street that the New York City Marathon course goes into Central Park from the road on 5th Avenue. So you'll get a chance to see that corner and everything as you're running around the reservoir. And I went to this in 2019. I'm going to go again this year and join them. It's a very slow, casual run, and then everyone waits and groups back up together and talks to Seth and hangs out. And Seth is going to be preparing himself for the New York City Marathon on that Sunday. So it's just a lot of fun. A lot of people showed up last year, and that's where I'm going to be going to do my Shakeout on Friday at 10 a.m. in Central Park. So Saturday is really where it really starts to get busy. Obviously, a lot of brands, clubs, and groups are all trying to have their own shakeout runs on Saturday, November 6th, just because the day before the marathon is like the most typical time for a shakeout run for most runners. So the first one, I'm just going to go through them chronologically here for that Saturday. So Adidas is going to be hosting their own group run from their flagship store in Manhattan, and that's 565 Fifth Avenue. They are going to run at 7:30 in the morning. I believe it's 7:30 in the morning because they didn't specify AM or PM, but it doesn't make sense to have a 7:30 PM run before the marathon the next day very early in the morning. So with that said, 7:30 AM, I'm assuming, is the Adidas group run on that Saturday, November 6th from their flagship store in New York City. I'm sure they'll have lots of giveaways and things like that from the store. My guess is they may go towards Central Park, but might also just run around the city a little bit. Their store is not necessarily right at Central Park, so it just depends on what their route is going to be. But that's an option, especially if you're looking for more like urban running and not necessarily going up into Central Park. So Saturday, November 6th at 7:30 in the morning for anyone who wants an early group run for the New York City Marathon. At 9 a.m. on Saturday, November 6th at the Tracksmith pop-up, which is at 1928 Broadway. There's also going to be a group shakeout run that again is 9 a.m. And that's the Tracksmith pop-up I've mentioned in previous videos. That's going to be around for the weekend of the marathon. I think they're open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only, but they will also, like I said, be hosting that specific group run at 9 a.m. on Saturday, and that address is 1928 Broadway. The next run that I know of on Saturday is another YouTube group run. This is going to be the Kofuzi Run Club and Run Like Heller. They're working together to host a group run starting at the Bethesda Fountain in New York City's Central Park. So they're going to start right at that Bethesda Fountain and have about a 3-mile or 5K route mapped out. It will overlap the one from Seth a little bit, go up around the reservoir, so you'll also maybe have a chance to see that cut into Central Park from Fifth Avenue for the marathon route. And Kofuzi and Run Like Heller, they're both pretty good channels on YouTube that I've watched myself. I don't believe either of them are running the New York City Marathon, but they just happen to be in the city that day. So they're going to host a group run and check out some of the other New York City Marathon activities. But again, if you want a group to join on Saturday morning, then maybe you want to join the 9:30 a.m. group run with Kofuzi and Run Like Heller at the Bethesda Fountain in Central Park on Saturday, November 6th. Another option on Saturday is going to be a group run at 10 a.m. hosted by something called the Run Experience. Not familiar with them too much myself, but they are hosting a group run at the main monument. This is the southwest corner of Central Park, right by Columbus Circle, very similar to where Jackrabbit is, and I imagine it will be a run through Central Park. It's noted as a shakeout run, something easy, casual, and it will be, I guess, with some of their coaches that they have in their group. Overall, it's still free to attend and everything, and just going to be a chance to group up with other marathon runners. And the nice thing is, again, you can drop your stuff off at the Jackrabbit store because they do just have open lockers right there at Columbus Circle if that's something that you need as well. So that's Saturday, November 6th at 10 a.m. with the Run Experience. And I'll put the links down below for everything that I'm mentioning here, just in case there are sign-up lists or RSVPs. At this point, they're not full from what I can tell, and I don't know if they really have a cap, but they just want to note who else is going to be joining them. So like I said, I'll put all that down below. There's also an 11 a.m. group run from Hoka, and this group run is actually with Finback Brewery. So it's going to start and end at the brewery, which is actually in Brooklyn. So this is also a good option if maybe your hotel or where you live is in Brooklyn rather than in Manhattan. So Finback Brewery and Hoka are hosting this group run. It should be, again, a marathon shakeout type run. There are options if you check out their website, I guess, to show up earlier if you want to run longer. Once the run is over at Finback Brewery, there'll also be a tap room that opens up. So maybe if you have friends and family that are in the area with you for the marathon, they can hang out and get a drink. And then Finish Line is also going to be bringing in some like physical therapy products, massage guns, foam rollers, things like that. So you'll have the opportunity to maybe use that and really loosen up and massage everything out the day before the marathon, which could be nice, again, if you're traveling from somewhere out of state and you just don't have the opportunity to bring all your stuff with you. So that's just, again, a chance to use some recovery tools and things like that while your friends and family who maybe come for a run with you can hang out in the tap room and just, finish everything up that morning before you get ready for the marathon on Sunday. So the last idea I have, just if you want to wind down on Saturday night, then there is a Tracksmith Talk at their pop-up in New York City. This is going to be at 4:30 p.m. So again, maybe just something to calm yourself down, relax, before you go to bed and go back to your hotel as you get ready for the marathon in the morning. This is a Tracksmith Talk with Nick Willis, Mary Kane, and Knox Robinson, again at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday, November 6th, and just an idea, something that you can wind down with, listen to some ideas and things from some great runners, and that'll again just kind of take you to the end of the day on Saturday so you can head off to bed and get some good sleep for the marathon. So that's everything I found locally in New York City, just some ideas and things if you want to get out for group runs, or maybe again if you're visiting friends and family and watching them race and you just want to be able to find some runs around the city with other people. Those are some great opportunities to do that. And like I said, there's going to be other events and things going on all weekend, but with this many group runs, you should be able to find some stuff around your flights, around your hotel check-ins, around your expo time. So, definitely a lot of opportunities to get you out on a group run with some other people and really share in that excitement getting ready for the New York City Marathon. But that's everything I have for today. So if you like this video, please consider leaving a like on the video. It really helps me out a lot. And I've had a lot of fun starting this channel, so please consider subscribing if you want to hang out for other running content. I will be filming the New York City Marathon on Sunday myself as I run, so there'll be that and some other great videos and things after the marathon. This channel is not going to go away once the marathon is over. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.